Welcome back to another episode of Sweet Cards, Dude, presented by Houston Card Exchange. On today's episode, we will be talking about Caitlin Clark. We'll be talking about the NBA Finals. We'll talk about our giveaway a little bit. But today we want to go ahead and start it off with
Here you go.
A little tribute to Willie Mays.
There's a long drive way back in center field, way back it is. Willie Mays.
That was a crazy kick. Look at that wall, though, Brent. Running full speed into that wall.
To a lot of people. And Willie Mays gave this crowd 52,751.
I wonder what that home run line is, Brent. We need to look that up later. We'll come back to that. We need to look up to see what that home field.
No, definitely.
But here, let's take a moment of silence for the Say Hey Kid, Brent, one time. All right, man.
All right. Yep.
Hell of a player, dude. Rest in peace,
man.
Willie.
Rest in peace, Willie Mays, man. Definitely. The legend is gone. And so there's not much we can say about that. But
it's what Barry Bonds' godfather, right? I believe.
Yeah, man. Some of those pictures,
wild.
Some of those pictures they have out there of him when he's sitting in the dugout with him and stuff like that when he was a little kid, man. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, well, we didn't mean to really start it off on a sour note, but it is what it is. Let's get it out there and kind of move past it. I mean, he'll be looking down on baseball. And I don't know. Say hey, kid.
Hey.
So I know this is not necessarily a sports subject. When I saw this come out yesterday, I was just really kind of just like, man, what in the world is going on? Like, are they being serious? And so
what are they saying exactly, Brent?
They're just saying that it's for adolescents between the age of 13 and 17 that social media can can cause them some mental issues, and that they don't have enough evidence yet to say whether or not that it's safe or not. And
bullying, right? You open yourself up to everybody's opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, so my opinion of it is like, I mean, obviously, like, look at us. We're here now. We're talking about social media. We're adults, though. I understand. But like, if this stuff would have been around when we were kids, what would it have been like back then?
We had this conversation off air, and we won't bring it back up. But thank God we didn't have. There isn't a time feed or whatever.
Yeah, or like the cameras. I mean, like, think about like like camera side of things. Like, if that would have been around when we would have been kids, man, we would have been in trouble.
That's twice now. Jinx, bro. You can't talk the rest of the episode.
But no, I don't know. Like, I don't ever try to get too political, and like I try to stay within the middle. Like I can see both sides of the coin, but
what do they gain out of this?
Little too much.
What do you gain out of this? Honestly, are you? I'm trying from it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily not, because to me it's like it's a new TV. It's the new, like,
right.
Before it was TV, and then before then, I mean, it was like
the internet.
Exactly. And then, I mean, but you can go further back. Like, I mean, the printing press, you go back then, that changed the world. Like, and so, and like, technology changes the world, and there probably is some different side effects that are going to come from it, but I just don't know if
I think that's going to be with eyes, Brent. You're going to see something with eyes. Maybe they're going to people need glasses or something.
It's all going to be like brain cancer, and because of the radiation from the devices that we have. But I mean,
put my full hat on with you right now.
Putting your full hat on.
Fine, bro.
No, but I don't know necessarily if I think that
it's interesting though, right? I think, and look at that one stat: 95% of young people. That's crazy to say that 95% are going to suffer from something, right? I think that's kind of broad, right?
Yeah, the Surgeon General, he said the most common question parents ask me is social media safe for my kids? And the answer is that we don't have enough evidence to say it's safe. And in fact, there's growing evidence that social media use is associated with harm to young people's mental health.
It is.
Yep.
Children molded.
Yeah. Children are exposed to harmful content on social media, ranging from violent and sexual content to bullying and harassment. And far too many children's social media use is compromising the sleep and valuable in-person time with family and friends. We're in the middle of a national youth mental health crisis, and I'm concerned that social media is an important driver of that crisis. And one that we must truly urgently address. And so like, I'm not trying to make light of this situation at all. I do think that there is, and that's kind of what I want to bring it up, because I will tell you that since COVID, like that changed kind of everything as far as like
people interactions or what?
Yeah. Like even like, I mean, people now are working from home more. And then even our children, like there's basically like a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, my children, because they were actually in school at the time, where they didn't really have that social interaction, and they also didn't get that kind of normal learning experience. And so there's going to be this like gap there from an education standpoint, and from
it's going to be wild to look back like a senior year type thing and remember the year.
No, when you really look back and you think about that, like it's going to go back like in the history books, like when we used to read about like the Black Plague and stuff like that, like that's,
bro, my mom,
we are part of that history, and it's just crazy to me that we lived through that. Where
Sandy bought a second fridge, so when the groceries came home, they went in that fridge on the outside, and they lasted, I think, 24 hours. To kill me that I'm telling you all this. Then they would bring them in and they would wipe them down and put them up. They remember that time?
Yeah,
do you remember? It was wild, dude. It was crazy times, dude. Just looking back now on those, dude, it's just we're cold. I know. You know, let's not go there, Brent. Let's not go there.
We'll go ahead and move on, and we'll get onto a more sports related subject. But
talk about your girl, CC.
So she's a hot topic of conversation around.
Just seems like Angel Reese, right? They want to play. They're playing both of them against each other. Angel Reese was on a better team.
Yeah,
maybe LSU, right? Kim Mulkey knows what she's doing with these girls. So it's like, I don't know, you know, thinking back, she's like the all-time scorer, men and women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. She's had the most threes made by a woman, right? In NCAA, because there's two stats where she has men and women. Like,
yeah,
she's the number one. So it's like,
I get it. The progression of basketball, though, she's gonna get overtaken pretty quickly. I think there's people that are already on her.
Because of threes.
Yep.
Because Steph Curry, but she shoots like Curry. Let's be real here. Like, even in this game right here, we're showing the stats. I went through and dug in here. You know, I was hard against her. I think this is proving my point. This is why I say you don't pay $1,000 for her, because the league is not respecting her, as in the other people, right? Yep. You can't build on this. This is the third time we talked about this now, right? The Maya Moore days, they pushed it. They push Diana Taurasi. They do this every year or every few years when they get one. The NBA does it too. So let's be honest here.
Yeah.
But like, listen to these stats, Brent. This is where you can't deny, right? Women lie, men lie, stats don't lie, right? CC accounts for, I'm gonna call her that from now on. CC accounts for 33.5% of all total NBA attendance, Brent. That's crazy in 2024.
Repeat that stat one more time.
33.5% of all eyes at games contribute to her. So if she's out there, she's pushed it 33.5%. That's wild. That's wild, Brent. That is. As in the whole, you take the whole number and say 33% of the all eyes have been from her games. Okay. Here's another one. Her games are averaging 15,591 people in attendance, right?
Yep.
WNBA, what do you think they're getting, Brent?
Six or seven, maybe
7,645. That's double, Brent.
Yeah.
That's double. Okay. Another thing. Okay. WNBA games is 100, but it's gone up right now. Attendance 105% higher than last year.
Yeah.
That has to be to this, right? And then the other
girl. Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that we can contribute that solely to Caitlin Clark. She's a big influence, because that whole class that came out last year was really well. And so we
haven't seen a lot of hoodie since Kobe died. That's all I'm saying. You remember the orange hoodie days?
Yeah.
Before her, you ain't seen it. And now we're talking about it right now. This is our first topic. Like, she's doing things, Brent, that you got to respect, right? I was hard on her.
Exactly right.
So look, Brent, fastest rookie to 200 points, 75 rebounds, 75 assists. We were going to tape this a couple days ago, so these numbers are from then. So this is still crazy. In the first 15 games, Brent, she scored 200 points, dude.
Yeah.
And has 75 rebounds and has 75 assists. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And she's tied the most threes in a game already. 7. That's wild.
So they're on a 3-game winning streak right now. So the Fever have won 3 in a row. This was from yesterday. So I believe this was actually
8 games out, right?
Yeah, on the 19th. So They're 8 games out. They've won 3 in a row, but she had 18 points and a career high 12 rebounds. She turned the ball over 6 times. But I mean,
she is turning the ball, but she has the ball in her hand 90% of the game.
Yep.
Like I started watching highlights after me and you started talking about this topic, and I said, okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna go through and see what I see. They look for her. Like the team, that's wild.
You've seen the videos of like where they're like 3
passing, and then she's shooting this Curry shot.
3 people end up on like
her. She's changing the game.
Yeah. She's also creating what's it called, offense for her teammates.
That's where you get 75 assists from. That's where you get 75 assists in 15 games. You have a calculator, Brent? Pull that up. Let me see if I can do that. How much? That's something I forgot to do. I wanted to see what the average was. Let's see, calculator. So okay,
what is it?
200 points divided by 15, right? She's averaging 13 points a game, and then the 75 assists out of 15. So she's getting 5 rebounds and 5 assists every game. 13, 5, and 5 is her line. When you're talking about games that are what 60 to 80 points, and now I'm getting off. I don't know the number on that. So
80. So this game that we're looking at right here against the Washington Mystics was 88 to 81.
Okay, that's what I thought. They're about 88-point games, and then I started watching a lot on Angel Reese. Right, that's the one they want to they compare them. Right, black and white. You know what I'm saying? Left and right. That's what they're going to do. They're always going to be. It's the new bird in Magic for them to push. Right.
Yep.
So she gets double doubles. But dude, she's like young Kobe. She's shooting the ball 20 times and maybe getting 7. You know what I mean? So she gets her on rebounds, and they're even saying that it's purpose misses. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she gets that stat line. Like the first one is always garbage, but she's athletic, right? She's taller, she has arms. But the one got hurt though. The white chick that went to L.A.
Yeah, Cameron Brink. Yeah, that was
a knee, huh? That was a knee done, huh?
Yeah.
But see, this is what I did. Okay, now, man, I'm WNBA. I'm gonna get me an orange hoodie now, right? Why do you have these girls right behind their season playing? That makes no sense. I know you got to time it because the stadiums and all that stuff, but that's wild. Those girls.
I don't know. I'd have to check and see like what is there a difference in the amount of games between male and female? Or are they running?
There's got to be less. There's got to be less.
I mean, I don't know. It could be around 35 or so.
See. How many games they play a season?
Yeah. If I wonder what that number actually is.
I'm looking right now.
The difference, but I mean, you can contribute to anything. There's always going to be that risk whenever you're an athlete, like regardless. And a lot of these kids have played sports year round for their entire life.
They get a break, Brent. At that age, and
I understand.
Games, there it is, Brent. It's 40 games.
I understand.
So she's already a third into the season.
Yep.
A third of it gone, okay? And their season runs from May 14, ends in September 19th. And you're talking about a girl that was playing March Madness in what? March?
Yeah, playing from
March.
They're playing from around, I think, November.
That's what I'm saying. That's an NBA season.
Yeah.
But she's going longer because these girls are going to go through to September. So that's like going to finals, coming straight out of your college, going into the league, starting in a month later when you're probably still tired, body still hurts, not 100%, and you're running it. So I gotta respect game, right? You gotta give it to her.
I know,
and it's wild though. So I'm curious, but to me, the league doesn't like her because she is getting all the attention. She is getting the Gatorade commercials, but she's the number 1 fucking pick. Like
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have enough like knowledge or perspective to really to say this. If they're actually are going a little bit harder on her than normal.
Oh, they are. You're watching it, bro.
I know, but is that just because the media is like, hey, look, this girl just got whacked in the head, and you know what I'm saying, like welcome to the league kind of thing. Like, so,
I was hard on her, Brent. I was hard on her.
I know.
And now I'm looking back, like she's doing it. She's scoring.
Can
you play like this every year?
Fun to see. I mean, she did it.
I don't remember them hating Diana Taurasi like this. Diana Taurasi. I don't remember them hating Maya Moore like this. Like they came in. Maya Moore was the first girl to sign to Jordan. Like, come on now. Like you're talking about greats, right?
Yep.
And I don't remember them doing this to Cynthia Cooper, to Cheryl Swoops, But I'm going back, right? It's 2 different ages now. These people are getting it. The popularity.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's just that's kind of, I'm still on the boat where I can't see the money spending on her because the league's not going to support.
I think long term, as long as she stays healthy, and they're going to get, even if they, you know what I'm saying, even if they fall where even if they like kind of stay where they're at for the rest of the season, they're going to get some more
playoffs.
They're going to get some more picks, and so maybe they'll be able to build around her, and then they'll.
Okay, you talked about this, Brent. Are we talking about her because the WNBA had a better draft this year than the NBA draft? Nobody wants. Is that why we're talking about this right now? Honestly, because the NBA draft, I couldn't even tell you. I could probably name 4 girls in that draft. I've never been able to do that. But this is maybe girl dad now, right? Yep. So we're watching more things. Am always watches softball in the World Series and things of that nature. What up, Lynn? We're gonna get you on here too, so we'll be able to talk about you soon. But nah, dude, just seeing the stuff from her, right? Let's be honest here. The percentages they give these girls is ridiculous, man. And I'm getting on my soapbox right now, but it hit home whenever I was talking to Dell about that, about like, because Lynn is us, right? We know her, we see this, and she's going through it right now, right?
Yep.
And it's just like, it's not fair, right? But
it's the money is not there, but we had talked about this a few different times.
Texas softball should be able to account for that. And I need to stop and naming names, but like, you can't tell me those schools. You can't tell me OU, Florida. You know what I'm saying? These big name colleges can't give these girls better deals than what they're giving them. And it is, you're cutting into the pie, right? Of the man making the money.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. There's still so much out there. There's some posts that I'll have to go dig back up where I had looked at the revenue for kind of the top 20 schools, and like where the revenue came from and accounted for, and then also like compared to their budget, like what their budgets were kind of for each area, and it was the women's side of sports was minuscule. And so I think that there's enough money out there though that where they could kind of spread that around. And I even think that the WNBA and the NBA, they
have to join.
They are. I think they already are. I think Adam Silver is kind of responsible for
pushing that
for both of them now. And I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they should. The kind of the teams that share the same kind of venues that they play in, like maybe there should be some kind of like profit sharing that goes on to maybe funnel a little bit more funds.
Why can't you have the girls play the same time as the men, and you swap it when they're not home? They go, I know you're getting.
That would be tight, though.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You like double headers. You do like double headers.
No, Brent, because you're going to put the girls on early, and it's going to be the early game, and people aren't going to get there till halftime, so you're still not getting the views. What I was referring to,
that's what you're saying.
What I'm referring to as when the Rockets are on the road, I want the comments at home. You know what I mean? When the comments are on the road, the Rockets are home. Like if you're really running both leagues, right?
Yep.
You can't add these teams. And I don't know. We're going on a soapbox today, but I don't know. It's there needs to be something. These girls need to have a little bit of a break. And like, doesn't the season start in like October? Why can't the girls play to October? Give them 2 months off. I don't know why you got to stop in September.
Yeah, I don't know why they're
got to change the court, right? You got to put the new logos out, and that's when the new season starts, and they got to take their pictures, and then the guys are warming up. You have new people, so that's what they do. They give them that little run up to it. But because I bet you anything, training camp starts about the time that they stop.
Yeah. But so, Caitlin Clark, again, she had a double-double. She had a new career high in Fever's 3rd straight win.
What about the Maces? They're still doing it, Brent. See, I actually started looking up things. Those girls are playing like the Comets.
Yeah,
they got back-to-back, and Kelsey Plumlee, way to fumble that bag, Darren. Dude, for real, dude. I watched her throw a freaking shirt up. I don't know, Brent, have you seen it? She's like at a San Antonio, so I don't know if she's from this area, but she's at a Spurs game, and this chick chunks a freaking t-shirt like a ball, bro, like up to the up deck, Brent. I'll send it to you, dude. It's wild. Yes, in perfect form. Like, you could just an athlete, right?
Yeah.
But like, dude, way to fumble that one, Darren. I can't get over that.
So we'll just continue in with basketball. And so, this week, the Celtics topped the Mavericks in Game 5 and win their record 18th NBA championship.
3rd place, Dallas. 3rd place. You hear me? You stay right where you are. You want one. That's where you at.
I know.
We talked about this, Brent. I like Luka. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. Well, we're going to talk about the Celtics, right? First championship in 16 years since anything's possible. Jason Tatum, right? This dude took a little bit from everything. He did the he did the Kanye speech. He did the Jordan pose. They were making fun of him. I got to send you this post, dude. They're saying that Jason Tatum was everybody except for Jason Tatum. He did like everybody's championship thing. I know they just hating on him, but like he's going on all the posts at MVP. We're the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jalen showed his ass. Okay, Tatum was before this push, right? Was the number one, but I don't see it anymore.
Yeah,
and showed up in the playoffs. Brown deserved it. Brown got it, but
he did.
Dude, it was Luka. I love him, Brent. He's out of shape.
He set a record though too. He had the most points, the most steals. I don't remember the other. There was two
Jordan factor, Brent. He has that factor when there was times when he had to score and he would go on runs on one ankle, but at the same time, he has to, dude. They've been knocking him for a few years on this, right? His not in shape. He's in shape, but he's not in shape to play defense, and that's what Gil was saying. Gilbert Arenas' show is that he's good. He's in shape to play the offensive side, but that defense, dude. And I don't know, man. I wanted Kyrie to win. I like so many different people on that team.
Luka needs to slim down or something, or what?
Or just get in shape, right? Look at Jokic. Jokic's kind of out of shape, but he scores. He hits those threes. But
have you seen those videos those kids made where they're like acting like Jokic, and like they're like all like how he like jerks ahead and moves around all crazy, and like they're doing.
Boy said, "I don't want to win no more MVPs." Wild, bro. That's wild. That's
supposed to go and race. He's supposed to go and
he wants to watch his racehorses. Okay, Brent, check it out. They did your Rockets dirty on the first one, Brent. Did you see this where they put the early rankings?
No, you had mentioned to me a little bit,
20,
but I hadn't seen it.
They got them early right now at 20, and me and you did the math. That maybe gets them the 8th seed, right? Calvin had us fooled the other night talking about they're going to be the number 2 or number 3 seed. What do you see, Brent? So, like, if we break this down, they have Boston as number 1. Mm-hmm. I think that team stays together. I think they might have that same year. So they got Boston, Denver, Mavs, Timberwolves, OKC. Talk about that top 5. Do you see anybody in there that I think I want to say Timberwolves should be higher?
I don't know.
Over Mavs. Because is Kyrie coming back? See, there's things I didn't pay attention. I didn't have time to look at that. But I want to know how long Kyrie is there for. That's something I should have looked up. But OKC, your boy. Is he going to do something?
Tonight, I mean, I think next year I think next year OKC is gonna that group has so much chemistry. That group has so much chemistry. I honestly don't know exactly what they need.
They need a vet.
They
don't have a vet.
They got a bunch of kids. They need a vet. I think
if they get a vet and it teaches them how to just to rest that body, right, and do things. Those kids played hard, running up and down.
You bring that up, and I saw some chatter, and I don't know if it was just people kind of just conjecture or whatever, but what if KD went back to OKC?
I saw that
and became the veteran.
They're saying him and Russ.
Ooh,
because Russ is going to dude. They're talking
about shot, bro. That would be their shot. That would be OKC's shot to
win one.
Yeah, I think so. That would be crazy.
I always like Brody. Do you see Brody on stage?
Yeah, dancing with Kendrick.
Yeah, with and then LeBron in the as big as a guy LeBron is with Drake, in there nodding his head to the beat and everything. Kind of was like, what is this? This is very interesting. You see, DJ Act was going crazy. He said, "Oh, why they're garbage? Russ, you'll never win a championship." That is like the number one Drake fan, bro. But yeah, so start back again. Okay, so Knicks at 6. So look, if you look at the East, right? You have Boston, Knicks, Bucks, Sixers. That's garbage. The East is garbage, man. Where's the Heat? The Heat are going to lose Butler. I don't know where Butler's going to go. That I'm kind of curious where he's going to end up. I think it's either Dame or they're saying Donovan Mitchell to Houston. You saw that? But we have to trade for it.
Who are we going to give up? We got a lot of young talent.
They're talking about your boy Jalen Green.
Don't get me wrong.
Bad move.
Amen. I think Amen.
He's ready to get rid of him?
No, I think that if Jalen, I think that Amen would. if Jalen left, I think that role could be filled
by
based
him.
by him and by a couple of other players that are on the
I don't
team
really like
already.
your boy, the center, Brent, to be real with you.
Sengun?
Yes.
That's okay. I like him. He's the future.
He's good.
Too.
He's good, but the team played better without him.
You don't know that.
We saw it.
We don't know that.
Come on, bro.
I saw him. I watched him. He tries and he has that effort.
Well, he does, right? He has to.
And
he has to.
But his footwork is like outstanding, and I think that
offense was faster.
It's like what you talked about. He's getting in shape too, and it's like we talked about on I don't remember what episode it was, but I mean, just plugging again. This is episode 30, so man, we're pushing through, trying to get one out every week, and we've had a few hiccups here and there, just technology wise, but we should be up good and going, so we shouldn't be having any problems.
Hey.
But to stay consistent, like what Sengun is doing right now, where he's out there working and trying to get better. I think that you had said it best where, the injury wasn't too bad, but let's not push it. Let's just let him have his extra little summer break. I don't know if you remember that conversation.
Before I saw that offense, Brent. That was before I saw the offense. Offense changed, and I'm all for it, but at the same time, it almost got bogged down. But is that the team learned how to play better together? And if you bring him back in there, it just you blossom into the offense we need, right? Or is he going to slow him down? Because when he left, it came track time, bro.
Yeah,
they ran
it. But I don't know. We'll see how that happens because he can run too.
Last topic on this one, Brent. What about that new teams? Where do you think they're going? You think they're going to end up in Canada? They're pushing that this year.
I saw that they were talking about Mexico City.
Yeah, they want international play bad.
That would be cool, but like how would that?
How are you going to promise someone that they're safe? You can't. Look, they have that one show on Netflix where those guys they go across the border to play basketball and they get shot at on the court.
Yeah,
it's not America.
I mean, would it be a thing where like they fly in and they fly in and they play the game and then they fly back to
what city are you picking? What city are you picking too? Like you got to have so much infrastructure. You got to get the logistics.
Mexico City, I think, is the one that they're talking about. But I mean, I don't know. I think it would be cool to. I don't know.
It's a long flight.
I don't know how long is the flight?
What if you're in Boston and you got to fly to freaking Mexico City?
Jeez, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? You can't. That's why I truly think that's why all the Canada ones are like border cities. You know what I mean? And Vancouver died, right? It was too far away. That's the one. Is Toronto really doing it? Like,
Or so just to fill me in, are they talking about adding 2 more teams?
Yes, they're talking about adding like 4, Brent, but they don't think they can really do it. So realistically,
you have to have enough to create a whole.
Well, here we go on this one. We can talk about it. Okay, so the whole push, and we talked about this, is to make the G League a team friendly talent pool, right? Mm-hmm. Where these guys can go and grab a player that they know is playing in organized basketball or with the same familiarity of what they're playing in, right? The same rules, all this. Because when you go get these guys from Europe, it's different rules, right? So what I read a while back was they were trying to make the G League like a talent, talent pool. Well, if you do that, I don't know whoever the free agents are and stuff of that nature, you'll be able to go grab a couple of them, but then you're going to have to fill 2 rosters from the G League. So it waters the G League deck down again. So like, I mean,
they're just, it sounds to me like they're trying to it sounds to me like they're trying to build like their own farm system kind of like, I mean,
that's what they've been doing, Brent, and have affiliated teams. And then you put them in cities. That's why like we have the Rio Grande. I haven't really paid attention to all the other ones I know, but like that's where a couple of these kids go that the Rockets have, right?
Yeah.
2 are from the developmental league, right?
Yep.
And I think that's just AAA and everything of that nature. So, but I don't know. But they're saying the 2 teams that are on book is Seattle and Vegas. They're going to go back to Seattle.
Man, Vegas is going to be cool, dude. Like if they get all the sports, man, it is going to be just.
They talked about it. So people have been talking about how, you can't go there because all the gambling. There hasn't been one controversy or scandal that's been out there because they've had the Knights now, I bet 5-6 years. The Aces are the number 1 team in WNBA. You have Oakland there. Oakland. Oh, stop saying that. The Raiders are there, right? And then why don't you have baseball, right? You have the Isotopes out there in AAA, but like I don't know. And I don't think Isotopes are really from Vegas. I think they're somewhere out there in the desert, but I don't know. It's intriguing. I was against it going to Vegas when they first started talking to me and Bristol were like, man, there are going to be so many people betting and all this shit. But I haven't seen it, or at least we don't see it. What about the ump? You hear about the umpire, Brent, that called the perfect game with the Astros in 2022?
Yeah.
He got caught betting.
Yep.
And then the guy got, what about the dude? I think, was it in WNBA? It was the NBA, right? Where he's done. Homie made like 4K on like 100 bets.
Yeah.
Or was it baseball? It was baseball, right?
No, it was in basketball. What's his name's brother?
Yes, I know you're talking about the
Porter?
crazy one. But no, I'm not talking about Porter. There was one I think in baseball because he had the same. That's the one that got banned, and he had the same. He's on the same bookie as Ohtani.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name either, but I think that he was betting on his games, and so I don't know. I don't know. He didn't have an interpreter, so
That's what Pete Rose said. Douchebag.
Yeah,
but where was that little girl when you were, I go on thing. That dude has a statutory rape, Brent, and the girl was 16 and he was 46 or something of that nature.
What?
Yes, dude. That's what I always come back. I'm in there fighting for my life for Pete Rose. I don't want him ever in the Hall of Fame. I'll go on record right now. I didn't want him in Bowman this year. I didn't want him in any of the tops. That dude's a pedophile.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that. He
People don't want to talk about that. They want, Charlie Hustle, he slid with his cleats up. The dude was dirty, bro, all life. And then he became and bet on his team. And at that same time, he was bringing in underage girls, 16-year-olds, I think in Milwaukee and stuff, whenever he was on the road while he was coaching. It's wild, bro. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with Belichick? You see, Belichick has like a 20-year-old girl. What? I don't understand that, man. Like, come on, bro. You're 74 years old. Sit the fuck down.
You ain't doing nothing, bro.
Nothing. Look at Pacino. That boy. That's how you know he's not doing anything. He ended up being his baby, but that boy had a paternity test. He's like, hold up. I need you to come over here.
We gotta check because I don't know. I don't know if I still got it.
I don't get it. I don't get the fascination.
It's kind of gross.
It's very gross. We
disgusting. But I don't know, man. That's just weird.
To each his own, but dude, that's weird.
But so we have this giveaway that we've been I don't know. I've been very inactive on social media. I guess it's because the Surgeon General just told me it's not good for people. And so
we had to get off for a couple of days.
Just had to take a little mental break. But no, I'm being serious though. Like sometimes I just don't have that creative bug to just go and try to do it, and I just got to go to sleep. And so I apologize to you, sir, for not putting in my time.
Oh, it's all good, man.
And then I apologize to all of our 2 fans that we have out there. Let's go and for not being able to bring you more content, but
more's coming.
There's more coming, and
vlogs pretty soon. We hit nationals. Come on, Brent. We already getting all that stuff and everything going. But let's talk about this, Brent. All right, we got to give this pristine away. It's just sitting there.
I'm starting to itch. Starting me. It's like,
I think from talking to everybody, we're gonna go with Brent's idea. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna draw 4. What is it? 4 names or 6 names?
6 names for the divisional.
6 names and give it divisions and let them go. I think that's the easiest way, and it gives 6 people. So hopefully it'll be 3 from us, 3 from you, but it could be all from one side. All we need is you to go in there, like, share, comment, right? Yep. Get these numbers up. We got to get Brent coming, dude. We got 200, I think, for you. We're closing in under 100. I know that. Yeah. We're closing in on 1,000. I appreciate all y'all, man. Thank y'all. But we got to get Brent up there, get some shares up so we can give this away. I want to give this away. I want to break this. I want to break this. And we'll break it. Let them know, Brent. We'll break it on our whatnot. Huh?
Ooh,
we've been holding that one for a little bit, so that one will be on there. Yep. So the homie Craig, he'll be on that. So yeah, hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, I would love to break that for the first time with you. Let Brent do his talking and let him go.
Yeah. So remember to like and subscribe wherever you're watching. Also, if you're watching this and you have Facebook, please go to the Sweet Cards Dude Facebook and like and follow. We are currently no longer able to live stream our episodes through Facebook just because we haven't put a whole lot of focus into Facebook. And so I don't have very many followers there. And you have to have a minimum of 100 followers. I think we are right around 25 35. Maybe it's gone up to 33. I can't remember. But if you can, please go give that a follow. That would be greatly appreciated, just so that we can still have that one stream to be able to kind of get the episodes out there, and hoping to do some live episodes soon, getting a little bit more comfortable. And so that's going to be really fun. We'll get to set up and maybe do them in your office, or we can do them anywhere. I mean, I'd like to do them at a Sugarland Space Cowboys game. That would be really cool to do a podcast over there.
You go to Whataburger Field, Brent. I love that place.
Ooh.
And you're right there. We could be in the bullpen. Like, that was the game.
Give me a double meat Whataburger with cheese.
Camden was on the field during the game, and the left fielder was like, "Hey, get the kid." That's all they did. They were like, "Just get him off." I told my mom, "That's wild. Look, you can just get on the damn field over here." And then the bullpen was just at the end. It's like, we think of it, Brent, as seeing the games right at the Astros, right, and all these big stadiums. Double A, yeah, bro, you're in like Pasadena Memorial. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. But like you said, the view there, you get the carrier in the back corner, you know, and everything. And Corpus is pretty dope, man. So we need to maybe make a run, Brent. Maybe we even go to Jersey City. We go to our single A affiliates that are out there. And there's a couple teams. I can't think of their damn name right now, but their logo is a dude chugging a beer.
Yeah, that would be cool. So I just wanted to kind of touch really quickly before we kind of head out. We had some new card releases. Looks like we have some Marvel Black Panther Wakanda Forever boxes that'll be coming out. Well, these on the 19th. These actually have already come out, but we're going to go ahead and talk about.
Let me tell you about this, Brent. I was over there with Howard a couple weeks ago, and Jimmy, and I was talking. And they got a package in, and I don't want it, but I want to break it now. They have Darth Maul Episode 1. Sapphire. Yeah. Well, they 220, 225 or something like that a box, or like 300, Brent.
6 cards. Like, is it?
It's the same setup as a Safi box. So I think 32 cards, 4 per pack, hits 5, and same concept, same colors. Do you think if you get a red with Maul? Ooh,
yeah. You need to look at the Star Wars Galaxy set. Like that's the one that has like a lot. Like I think the Star Wars Galaxy hobby boxes are the ones where you get all the autos and like the crazy different refractors and stuff like that. And like those are some high value.
Listen to this, Brent. Michael called me H-Tex nerd. He's gonna be on here again. My little cousin. He's been busy with school and everything going on. But this dude's at his mom, and they were cleaning out a closet. He ran across a 1983 Star Wars pack, and it was
unopened.
So nice. we look on eBay and everything. It's about a $15 to $20 pack. He rips it. He has a Jabba the Hutt sticker in there. Those are worth the money. And then he has a couple of like Han Solo facials. It's pretty dope, man. I got to watch him. It had a little but yeah, we need to get H-Tech Nerd back on.
Get him back on. We do.
Well, so we have football season coming up. He'll be. I'll get you off track.
Oh yeah, no, we're good. Let me continue going down the line really quickly. But it looks like there's some Topps Chrome Bundagalesi. I can't pronounce it. You know how to pronounce that? Boondogsley. Okay, soccer hobby box.
That's going to be Dortmouth. Yep, and all those teams.
2023 Panini Immaculate WWE hobby box.
How much is that, Brent?
Let me see. That one is.
That's you, bro. You were on that, and look at the dip though. It's going down.
Yeah.
Why?
It's already going down.
Maybe because it was higher before, and now that the dates are getting closer.
Well, this date has already passed, and so that's probably why.
What I'm saying, but that's people dropping. That was probably like early June or whenever it dropped.
Or the checklist came out and
it was weak.
It was weak.
That's a good point. I never thought of that, Brent.
Donruss Optic Basketball Mega Box. These have the Hyper Pink Prisms. Those came out yesterday as well too. Today there was some Sage Aspire Football 23-24 Panini Contenders Basketball Hobby Box. That will be.
Brent, which one has the stained glass?
Stained glass is going to be in Prism? Mosaic, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I could be wrong though.
You know more about basketball, so I was asking.
Yeah, but I don't know. As I was going through my cards this week, and I don't mean to jump subject really quickly, but I have some cards from the early 2000s that I was coming across where like Absolute was its own brand and like Certified was its own brand, and so it's really, I don't know. You're taking me off.
Is that where they stole their
well, the Kabooms? So the Kabooms come from Absolute.
Nice.
And so that's kind of why I was talking about that, but There's also a Pro Set Pure Football box, Yu-Gi-Oh! Battles of Legends booster box on the 21st. We got Pokemon 2024 Battle Academy. My dad sent me a picture the other day, and his friend has a BGS 9.5 Charizard Series 1, and it's
what's that worth?
Like I looked, he sent me a picture, and so I took a screenshot of it, and then I put it into eBay to see if I could find anything. And the last one sold for, I think, like $7,000 or something like that. But like, I think it's probably still a card that's worth probably like 12 to 15,000.
If you busted it out?
No. Well,
oh, you want that 9.5, huh?
I think that because the BGS 10, I think the last one sold for, and someone that's more into Pokemon could probably correct me in the comments if they get a chance to, just because I don't have the numbers right in front of me. But I think that though they it sold for like around 11, I think.
Wow.
And so he thinks that my dad was thinking this guy would sell it to him for like $4,000, and he was just trying to do a come up real quick. But like,
be careful doing that.
I know, because it was, I don't know, he had like in a screw down case and all that stuff. Or no, it was weird. It was like a BGS, and then it was in a screw down case. And so I don't know, but
hey, did you see Posty? You talk about the hobby grown. Post Malone bought a card like 2 weeks ago.
I think it was a little bit longer than that, but
the $2 million card.
Yeah,
that's wild, Brent. The Lord of the Rings. It was in
Magic the Gathering. Yeah.
Yes. And it was a limited edition drop. I don't know much about this, but I heard him talking about it. And that card was a 1 of 1, and it was the coveted card out of there. The dude paid $2 million, Brent. It's not even graded.
It's crazy, dude.
That's wild. Do you think TCG has a better upside? Because I see these people going crazy for them trainers and stuff. We need to find some kind of literacy into this, Brent, because we're ignorant.
So there's a potential guest that I've been talking to for some time in July, and she's been traveling for like this whole entire month, and she has she's opening like a blaster, a Pokemon a day for like the next 165 days for this show that they have coming out in Long Island, and I'm hoping that she can come on and
give us
some knowledge, because I mean, it would be solely from an investing perspective. I think on my part, just because I don't understand the game or have a desire to play a trading card game. But if I can buy a card for $1 and get it graded and it turns into like a $50, same thing as sports cards, then like there's an opportunity there. And I think that with our aspirations that we have in the future, that it's something that we need to at least understand and have a good idea about.
We'll break a box.
Ooh,
how much is a hobby? Do they do hobby? See, that's what I don't even know. I don't even know what hobby boxes go for.
So here's a Pokemon 2024 Battle Academy 6-box case, $109. But that's probably something pretty small. But
I think those hard case ones, because I've kind of looked into it. You want 151? I know that. My boy Roy, shout out to Roy.
I think the Japanese stuff is really where it's at,
bro.
But let me just continue going on. So this getting into the beginning of next week. So next Monday, the 25th, it looks like there's a Panini Donruss Optic Football Mega 20-box case that's coming out. $25.95. Looks like that's what kind of the going rate is right now for a 20-box case. We have
What's that you? What's that one that's going up? It's like number 6, I think, or 7. What?
Panini Donruss Hobby Racing Hobby Box. That's motorsports. And so
that one's going up. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like it spiked and then it came down, plateaued, and now it's starting to rise up again. Well, what it's doing is the 30-day high was 86.88, the 30-day low is 64.95, and then so the average is around 75.98 is what we're kind of seeing. And again, we'll just give a little plug to Wax Stat. This is a really good source of information to kind of evaluate the different wax that's coming out.
What's that one that stared? Look at that one. What is that one? 13, 14. What is that one, Brent?
Right here?
Yes.
2023 Panini Select Basketball Hobby Blaster Box 20 box case. That comes out on June 26th. So there'll be a lot of basketball that's going to be coming out over the summer. What's crazy to think, though, is we're in June, July, August, September. So September 4th was the first time that I kind of ever streamed about cards, and so we're pushing into a year to be going in doing this stuff, dude. And so like it's I don't know, It's been a fun.
Closing at 1,000, 1,500 followers, Brent, and it's been a journey, man. Right?
Yep.
It's been a year that we separated, right? You grow and you got work and everything, but this is something we almost talk daily again. This has been cool, man.
It has been cool. But let's just keep running down this list really quickly just to kind of finish out what we have coming out this
Any
week.
baseball on that list? You ain't said anything
for
me.
There was no baseball that came out last week.
We're just waiting on Ellie. My boy Ellie got the cover though.
He did the Topps Chrome. Did you see the pre-sale prices?
I'm gonna pay it.
It's crazy. It was like, was it $2,600, I think, for a case of Chrome? I don't know if that's
last year prices were ridiculous. So after the initial push,
yeah, it's just. But so yeah, there was no baseball that seems to be coming out.
I'm not a fan of this year's Sapphire. I can say it now. I don't like it. You know.
You don't like it?
Nah, I don't know. You know, I'm a Sapphire.
We talked about it last week. We talked about it last week with the pricing and stuff like that. Is that having a lot
cards
to do?
though, Brent? I think the quality of the pictures. Look, that's last year. Now look, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like cloudy almost. I don't know, a little bit darker. I don't know. I'm just being picky. I think the price point has me chopping these up this year.
Looks like Brent did the graphic design on it, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really looking at this and look at it, Brent. It just looks like a better card. Like you see that?
I hear you.
Look at this one.
I see what you're saying. It is a lot darker.
It's darker.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my favorite Sapphire every year, right? And it's just that price point. And now seeing it on these breaks, $450 to get on 6 breaks is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is crazy. But let me just finish this out for us again. So we have the 2024 Panini Donruss Racing Hobby Box that is coming out on the 26th. Panini Donruss Optic Basketball Choice Box on the 26th. Upper Deck Neopets Battle Dome Defenders. I don't know what that is. I'll have to check that out. It's non-sport, so maybe it's some kind of TCG stuff. There's a few different versions of that will be coming out on the 26th. Then on the 26th as well, we have 2023-24 Panini Select Basketball Hobby Box Blaster.
Is anything Topps on this?
No, there's no baseball.
That's what I'm saying. No. Topps is on everything. You have Topps F1. You have Topps different things, and I don't see any of them. This might be just a Panini list. Is what I'm.
No, here's Topps right here. There's just no baseball that's out yet right now. There's no baseball that's coming out. Look.
No, but they got UEFA and stuff that I'm waiting on.
So there's a few more TCG stuff that's coming out. If you get a chance, go check out WackStat. You can check the different dates. But let me just take this back one page so that I can show Brandon when the next baseball is going to come out, just because he needs it. No data for
nothing
this week. But then we move into the next week, and there's some Leaf baseball that'll be coming out. There's a 24 Leaf Lumber.
I've been looking at those now, Brent, since you've been talking about them. They're pretty cool cards.
Leaf is cool, dude. Like
any logos, and it would be dope. That guy goes over the top on their cards. You can tell they spin, but they look to be shorter runs too. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be as many.
They're a lot shorter runs. You got some going into the kind of the end of June into July. There's some Panini coming out, Stars and Stripes.
Immaculate, is it showing?
Not yet. Topps Tier 1 comes out. Hobby Box 12 case.
That's Top Tier 1 right now. Look at those prices.
Tier 1 July 3rd. Hobby Box is only about $2.99. That's not,
you can't find it right now. B's about to get it in.
The 2024 Topps Tier 1?
Yes, wait till you see it. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that is gonna be the Tier 1 stuff I really liked.
They are. Look at this one, Brent. You talk about it. I don't know if I have it on here. I got an Andy Pettitte for cheap for like $15. It's 2 out of 25 gold auto Tier 1. He has the brick red, and he's pitching in 2005 in the World Series patch on the side of his hat.
Oh, you showed me that one.
It's pretty dope for fucking like $15, $4 shipped. It's ridiculous.
That's tight. What's a cool card you got recently?
This one, the one we pulled. Baby boy, you know I'm heavy on my baby boy. Pulled the orange top 100 prospect number 1, 25. I think the shimmer I was showing you. These are just my favorites, right? From recent pulls. So we got the shimmer, and then Safi 99. There's more, but I don't. I wish you would have told me you want to do that. So like best pull this summer that I've done trades on. Mm-hmm. My favorite card definitely is this Jordan.
Oh, a pristine auto 2022. Man.
10. That's that nice. One, and then it's kind of hard, I like my Messi.
Oh yeah.
So nice. We got a few of those. I'm pulling more out of the safe though lately. So I'm packing any of these, dude. If y'all come to us, right, and you always ask what we're buying, I buy all Jordan. Okay, anything comes with Jordan, and any Oriole, and then Brent picks up everything. This is what kills. Here, look at that. Yeah. We have to get you one, Brent. I got to find another one for you.
Is that the one that I took a picture of before you graded?
Yeah, with the moon. Yeah, it came back a 7, which is pretty good for that being old. And I had it in my bedroom as a kid.
Yeah, dude, I am seriously like I'm about to start creating my new stack of cards that I want to send off to get graded because I found some stuff from the.
You had me pull out all these, Brent. I went through and looked. I have the Kuna. I have the. So I went through.
Let me see. What is that? What did you have that in? Is that a special?
Yeah, Jimmy. Shout out to Houston Card Connection on Westheimer. Hit up Jimmy and Howard, my homie. He gives me different size top loaders. He'll just give them to us. Check out this one that I picked up from somebody. A 101 Altuve. It was the million card rip party, turkey red 101 Tuve. Man, and it gives a pretty cool stat. Dude, I killed. They want to give away Astros, so I take them. And then the man, the myth, boy, look at Scary Randy. My boy Zach married him one time. And
is that the black foil?
I don't know. It was a box topper when we opened up that one. Dude, this one box pulled a Singa to 50 auto, this bad boy, and then that Acuna to 10, that rainbow foil that I have, all out of that one. And people shit on Stadium.
I don't know. I'm a big photography kind of base card fan just because that kind of art side to it that you can see from like the design and the pictures that they take, but it captures like the essence of the game a little bit more when you look at some of those pictures, just because it's more realistic. I don't know,
I know they're dope, and I like this whole thing, these whole masterpieces. So I went after it because we have that card in foil 10 auto. That's really why I was looking for that one. eBay, dude, you can get some pretty good deals. But nah, dude, I was trying to look. The coolest thing, I still think my coolest pull this year so far, or this summer, is still my metal.
Oh, dude, I remember that. Yeah.
He gave me a good deal, but I didn't realize. So there's a chase. They want these silver ones. It's like, so I'm guessing this dude opened these, didn't hit, and then put them up, and then made a deal with me. That Boba Fett, boy.
Man. Have you watched have you watched the new Star Wars show yet?
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I was just checking on it.
Man, check this out. One more. It's not going to be something of value, but the Bill Burr, bro, that was like my steal from Conroe. It just goes on the wall. Pretty dope for me.
Biggs Mayfield.
It looks like him. I don't know. Nerd. Star Wars, baby.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
But
yeah, big shout out to everybody.
Brent. Talk about who we might have on next week. Who's going to be our guest next week?
I'm talking to a couple of people.
B with On Tops, the episode that we've tried to get together 3 or 4 times. We're gonna get my man to show his face.
Yeah,
so he's gonna be. I'm ready for that one.
We're putting it out there. We're gonna see
hopefully we'll tape that Sunday and get that one out for next week.
Oh yeah.
But also, there's a couple other people. We have some pretty good shows coming up. Honestly.
Yeah.
What about your boy Shane opening up Katie?
Good for him. For real. We'll have to dig into that a little bit more and see what he
wants to come on. I talked to him yesterday. He wants to come on and talk about it and everything. So
that'd be a really good episode. I really like talking to Shane. But I want to do some more interviews like in person too, because that was just, I don't know, it was a lot. I don't know, I really enjoyed doing that.
July 25th. You get all of them you want. We're gonna be right there.
Everybody, I could talk to everybody. Yep, that'd be cool. But I want to do a H-Town kind of South Texas tour as well too, and see if we can get some of these shop owners on to actually go to their shop, take a tour of their shop, kind of see what they got going on, and then ask them a few questions. I think that would be kind of a cool.
Howard ain't coming on.
He ain't come. What's his name? Come on.
Nah, because Howard controls all that. Nah, I'd really have to talk to Howard. I haven't really talked. I don't ever like crossing that line, right? With everything. I go in there and we talk about everything other than cards, really. And then I end up believing in something. So I don't, there's that weird.
Yeah, if he's open to kind of,
dude will spit knowledge all day, and tell you and hooks you up with deals and solid people. Him and Jimmy both, in this world where people get screwed every day. They're pretty.
I mean, the other side of that, the other side of it too, is that is anybody that's really not uncomfortable actually coming on here. Like we could just do this without any video at all and just have it just a recording of it where it's more of a conversation, kind of hanging out and talking about things. I think that would kind of be a cool thing to do as well too. But I'm excited about the future of the podcast and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of opportunities that we're going to be able to have to do different things. And so anything else before we kind of close it out today? We're kind of heading into the hour. And so we got a good episode in today.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good one. Nah, man, it was supposed to be a short one, but we ended up going an hour a day. So
that's all good, man. I've been like
live in the daytime.
Oh yeah, we are. But this is Sweet Cards, dude.
Thanks for tuning in.
Sweet Cards, dude.